What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are enjoying your wonderful day, and this will be another weather forecast here, focusing on the potential for the major winter storm to bring in a wintry mess all the way from the central plains to the mid-Atlantic and potentially the Northeast here. So we're talking about a very large and widespread snowstorm to bring in not only ice and snow, but as well a potential our first big severe weather event this year here based on the atmospheric condition in the south. So we're talking about millions to get affected from the system, whether it's rain or whether it's ice or snow here. So definitely a lot to talk about. Models have refreshed compared since my last video, so we have new data on the regions, accumulation, who can get the heaviest snow, and who can get the worst of that severe weather. So we'll be talking about a lot of regions throughout this video. So if you live in the southeast, Ohio Valley, Mid-Atlantic, Northeast, Central Plains, Midwest, any of those regions, I would recommend watching this video because you guys can get a lot of data throughout watching this from the beginning to the end here. So definitely recommend that as well. If you have any questions on the snowstorm or severe weather, be sure to drop the comment in the comments so I can try my best to respond to your question as well. If you want to get these videos between now and Monday when the storm begins, be sure to hit the post notification icon so you get notified as soon as I do a video. But without further ado, let's get into the forecast here. So here's like now getting into now the new 18Z model run for the GFS here on Tropical Tidbits here. So this is now by Monday, the next 90 hours out. So this is getting closer and closer from now here. There you see that low pressure in the south central. Again, we're talking for a very widespread severe weather event, and this could be quite significant based on the conditions. We're seeing very warm and humid temperatures in the southeast, up to 20 degrees above average, and as well with the incoming cold front to the north, we may see some very large severe weather bands and squall lines moving across the south central and Tennessee Valley. So that's where we're really watching for that severe weather event between really Monday and kind of Tuesday is when we're really watching that severe weather event. But to the north, where we have those below freezing temperatures, that's where we see that snow developing across regions like the plains there in Kansas, and it'll continue to become a very large threat. As then again to Tuesday morning, that cold there continues to deep into the to the south, moving into the northern United States here. So that cold there will become more frequent and more widespread. So we're going to be really seeing as well some snow and ice developing as far east as the mid-Atlantic. But there you see very strong low pressure continuing to strengthen, so at 998 millibars. And that's going to cause for very heavy precipitation rate. So we're going to be seeing some very heavy rain and big time severe weather, as well very heavy ice and snow to the north here. But we're talking some widespread snow potentially now into the New York City metro. At first, the GFS this morning when I made my other video, they weren't showing any snow from New York City, but now they are. They're showing snow from Philadelphia, now New York City. There you see DC as well. Kind of missing down Columbus there, but we're talking a potential large mid-Atlantic snowstorm for the DC region, Dover, Wilmington, even Atlantic City on the coast, and as far north as Philly and New York City here. But here's like now at the European here, there you see now into the next 90 hours out there, Monday. This is next Monday, so it's really a full 3 days out. So it's getting very close. Models should continue to agree with each other. But there you see a big time snowstorm across the plains here. So a lot more significant than the GFS shows. So we have to see by tomorrow whether the European continue to show this significant snowstorm in the Midwest or if the GFS is right. So that's kind of what we're seeing by tomorrow. But big time snow across portions of the plains here by next Monday here. Heavy snow across Iowa, the Kansas region, Nebraska. And as the low pressure strengthens to the south, that snow rate will continue to increase here. Potential whiteout conditions for some areas near the southeastern Iowa region, far northeastern Kansas, just north of Kansas City. Heavy snow there in upper Missouri and stretching as far east now as the region of Chicago there. So Chicago, this could be quite significant snowstorm for you guys. And that should move out of the region by Tuesday, but not even close to being done on Tuesday here. But we get into Tuesday, this snowstorm is just getting started here. Heavy snow developing as far west as Missouri, stretching around all the way to the New York City metro. So we're talking around 700 plus miles of heavy rain, heavy snow. And then to the south, you see that very heavy rain and some potential for some severe weather. However, the severe weather will mainly be a threat getting into really Monday and Tuesday for the southeast, like Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi there. But there you see big time snow for Detroit, Toledo, areas like Fort Wayne and South Bend, Indiana, as well, just into the areas like Chicago, Rockford, all the way to New York City, Philadelphia, Allentown, and so now moving more to the south as that colder deep into the mid-Atlantic. Now for New York City there, continuing to the west and to the east, and that's where you see that snow now across areas like the New England region. So that is something very interesting that the European still has here. They haven't really changed too much according to their last 12Z update, which was when I made my other video this late morning, early afternoon. So here's what the European has for us for the Midwest with this snowstorm here. Do you see? They are showing it way more significant than the GFS has. They have up to now 17 inches of snow there near the Des Moines region. They have kind of moved more to the south here, so you are seeing more snow for southern Iowa and more snow now into Nebraska and Kansas. They have increased their snowfall totals, and they have moved it a lot more south. So Kansas City, you guys may actually see 4 inches of snowfall when you guys are showing a lot less in the 12Z here. But look at that, even up to near over a foot of snow near the Omaha City area, near as well Lincoln, as well up in the far northeastern Kansas region, and that will stretch around 100 miles to the east into areas like Rockford there, Des Moines, Davenport, and then you see a few inches to the north of that region. But it's going to be one specific banding where we'll be seeing that heaviest precipitation rate. In this case, the closer you are to that low pressure, the heaviest and the heaviest snow will be, because that low pressure will continue to strengthen. So totals have really increased. Decreased for Madison, Wisconsin. Now only 2 inches of snow. Really, it's going to kind of stop at the Wisconsin border with Illinois. So this could increase chances for snow for Rockford, for Chicago, and as well for even central Illinois here, according to the European. This will continue to now move to the east here, now up to 5 inches still for New York City. But now snowfall totals have increased for Pennsylvania, up to now 8+ inches for central PA, moving all the way to the DC region, can get actually up to 3 to 4 inches snowfall, and even as well near the Alexandria region, half foot is possible, and even some snow likely on the New Jersey coast. So we're talking a few snow accumulations a few miles off the coast. So this could increase chances for New York City, New York, and as well as Atlantic City. But look at that, very heavy snow. Snowfall totals have increased for Chicago since the 12Z update, up to now over 10 inches of snow for Chicago, actually 13 inches to be exact. And there you see up to near half foot for Detroit, up to near 9 inches near the Toledo region, but just gonna avoid Columbus, just gonna avoid Indianapolis, because you guys will be you guys will be above freezing here. But this is now a look at the GFS here. Let's now take a look what they have for us. And this is what the GFS has for us right here. So this is the 18Z, which just fully updated a few minutes ago. As well, they are showing a lot less snow here now. They were showing up to a foot. They were actually showing up to a foot of snow for areas like the Kansas City region, all the way up to central Illinois. But now there's a huge difference here. So could the model start agreeing? That's the question here. Or maybe still have 8 inches there for upper Missouri. But really for the rest, like upper Kansas, a few inches is possible. And those other regions where we've seen the heavier snowfall. However, it really has decreased with the GFS. And same thing here. Let's now look at what the GFS has now for us for the Mid-Atlantic. And again, they actually have decreased their snowfall totals a lot for Ohio. Look, they had up to 4 inches for Columbus. Now that has gone down to a trace. So chances for snow for Ohio and Indiana, based on the GFS, has decreased a lot. However, they have started to increase their snowfall totals for Detroit. They have bumped it up to 2.5 inches of snowfall. But here's looking at the Mid-Atlantic. and northeast. This is what the GFS has. This storm starting to blow up here. Up to now 5 inches for the DC region, up to 2 to 4 inches there for Wilmington and Dover, much of Delaware, since Delaware is only like 3 counties, and then up to now 4 inches in far southern New Jersey. So that's something very interesting to really watch out for as well. And those higher elevations in southern Pennsylvania and eastern West Virginia, as far western Maryland, we could actually get up to around half foot or maybe even more than that. But that's all we have so far for the snowfall totals. And now to look at, last but not least, the southeast here, the flooding threats with that very heavy rain. We're talking up to near 4 inches of rain in less than 24 hours across the Gulf Coast there. But near Atlanta, maybe over an inch of rain. But things will get a lot more serious once we get action near the Tennessee Valley and off the Mississippi River. So there's the Mississippi River, of course, that little border right there, kind of at the border. You can kind of see the Mississippi River. Anywhere from 4 inches for the southern half to near 5 inches near Memphis. So we're talking big time flooding threats for creeks, over flooded rivers, really any of those kind of waterways. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe if you're new. I will have more updates coming up tomorrow. We'll get more details on regions and all of that. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, of course, put them in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new, of course, if you want to see this daily content. I'll try my best to do more double uploads coming up here. Obviously, school is in the way, and sports, so I'll try my best to do double uploads every day. But hope you guys enjoyed the video, and bye, guys.